I told my family I'm marrying a Nigerian prince. So, I'm 28 years old and single, and my entire family acts like I'm going to die alone. Every single family gathering turns into this crazy interrogation session about my love life. My mom, Demi, is the worst. She'll literally corner me by the bathroom door and be like, just let me set you up with one person, sweetie. I promise he's perfect for you. Meanwhile, she's already told her entire book club that I'm probably lesbian because I haven't brought anyone home. Then there's my sister Kira, who keeps showing me her friends' brothers on Instagram because apparently being single at my age means I need emergency intervention. And don't even get me started on my dad, who keeps mentioning how his coworker's son just became a doctor. Like, cool dad, but I'm not ordering a husband from a catalog. Last Saturday at my parents' house, I'm trying to eat my lasagna in peace when Demi goes, you know Mrs. Russell's son just got divorced. He's available now. And then Kira chimes in with, oh my god, yes, and he owns his own dental practice. Meanwhile, my aunt starts going on about how women lose 90% of their eggs by 30, and my grandma is nodding along talking about how she had 3 kids by my age. I looked at my cousin Roland across the table, and he had this look like, thank God it's not me. That's when I decided I'd had enough of this harassment. So I put down my fork all dramatic like and announced, you know what? You guys can all relax. I've actually been seeing someone. Everyone got quiet real fast. I didn't want to say anything until it was serious, I said, making eye contact with each person. But we're actually getting married next month. He's a prince from Nigeria, and he's flying in for the ceremony. Roland nearly spit out his wine. Demi's face went completely white. Kira just stared at me with her mouth hanging open like she'd seen a ghost. A prince? Demi whispered. From Nigeria? Prince Adewale, I said, completely straight-faced. Third in line to the throne. We met online 6 months ago when he accidentally added me on LinkedIn. The room was dead silent for like 10 seconds. Then my dad goes, you can't marry African royalty. Do you even know what that means? It means I'll be a princess, I said, pulling out my phone to show them some random photo I'd found of a guy in traditional royal garb. No, you'll be kidnapped for ransom within a week. Royal families are always targets. What happened next was beautiful chaos. Demi immediately started crying about how I'd need armed guards just to go to the bathroom and could never leave the palace compound without a military escort. Kira was frantically Googling Nigeria political coups and shouting that there had been 8 military overthrows and I'd be executed as a political symbol. My dad kept muttering about those email scams are real. My aunt actually asked if I'd sent him any money yet. Just a little, I said casually. About 5,000 for visa processing fees. But don't worry, he's paying me back triple when his assets get unfrozen. Demi literally gasped. Kira looked like she was about to faint. Even Roland, who'd been enjoying the show, suddenly looked concerned. For the next 2 weeks, my phone never stopped ringing. Demi would call sobbing about how the State Department lists Nigeria as level 3 for kidnapping risks. Kira sent me articles about women who'd been trafficked after meeting supposed princes online. My dad called to explain how I'd lose my American citizenship if I accepted a royal title. They tried everything. Kira brought over her laptop to show me documentary clips about romance scams. Demi invited her Nigerian coworker to dinner to talk sense into me. The coworker just looked confused when I explained Prince Adewale's LinkedIn profile and his 47 servants. I decided to push harder. Actually, I need to borrow another 8,000. The palace needs renovation before I arrive, and as his betrothed, I'm expected to contribute. Dad actually stood up from the table. The bank will freeze your accounts if you transfer that much overseas, he said. Also, I'm converting to his traditional religion, I added. I have to worship the thunder god Shango. Prince Adewale is sending me a goat to sacrifice next week. Kira started frantically texting someone, but it turns out she was trying to get our cousin, who's a therapist, to do an emergency intervention. Finally, they staged an actual intervention. There was a PowerPoint presentation, printed FBI warnings, and testimonials from scam victims Kira had found on YouTube. Demi had even hired a private investigator to prove Prince Adewale didn't exist. His photo was from a modeling website, the PI announced, showing his laptop screen. This man is actually a dentist from Cleveland. That's when I started laughing, like couldn't breathe, tears streaming down my face, laughing. There's no prince, I finally gasped. I made it up, all of it. The relief on Demi's face immediately morphed into rage. Are you kidding me? Nobody asks about my dating life anymore.